Hi everyone, it's Kathleen. We are back with part 2 of my slit slot binding tutorial, and let's continue sewing the hinges. I'm not going to leave anything out of this. I thought I could just go to the sewing machine and stitch off camera, but sometimes people just like to see how I stitch. So we're going to continue right where we left off from the last video. So I'm starting with the center page, just going to my, just going to my sewing machine and stitching all of my pages onto my slit hinges. And I am just running my machine one stitch. I'm not back stitching. I'm just going one stitch, and I'm always sewing on the surface where half of my page is covering my hinge. And I am going, my pressure foot is on the right side of my hinge, which just happens to fit perfectly to line up on the edge of my page. Do that for every single one of my pages. So I cut that off. I always trim my pages out. So this is the center page. So I'm just going to flip it upside down. So this is the center page. That's how it looks like in your book. I'm going to flip it upside down and put it, let's just put it up. I hope that won't get in the way there. This is our next page. So I'm just going to keep sewing every single page until I'm done. So this is real time, how long it takes to stitch these in. I don't know how to speed up my video. I don't care to learn. I just want to stitch. So there's that one. I think I'm going to move this to the side for me here. Okay, and I'm going to finish that one. I'm always cutting off these little threads at the top here. And you see, this is just fabric, so I'm going to flip it. And I always like to sew on the, okay, my thread is wonky here. I always like to sew so my pressure foot can follow that edge of my paper. One single line. In past, I've done it double. You can double stitch if you want. I'm going to just do it singly. So that's done. I'm going to do it so I can remember this. I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay. It's just for me, so I don't get my pages mixed up. So this is the back page with this. I think I'm going to have, I have to do this, because if I don't do this, my brain goes wonky sometimes. So this is the back. Everything with a paper clip on it will be the back. Okay, so I'm just going to, go down about 1/4 of an inch so my needle can go into the fabric, and I'm just going to go all the way down and out. Every single page is done like this. And if I turn it around, again, I don't want to stitch on just the fabric. I have to turn it this way, so I might have a line for my pressure foot to go down. And there, I'm going to sew on the paper. gessoed book page onto a piece of fabric. So I wanted to sew on the book page. So I always cut off the little threads. And this is the back. Like that. So I know to put it like this. Because I don't want my pages mixed up. And this is the next page. This is the back. And again, I'm going to start on the page. And use my page as the guide for my pressure foot. You can sew these hinges on by hand, or you can use a soft gel medium, or if you don't mind the hinges, well, you don't want them hard because we're going to be maneuvering them through our slots. So we don't want to go on the fabric hinge part. We want to go on this part. So we can use our page as an edge, as a guide for our pressure foot. Let's move this page out of the way. And oops, it looks like I got two of these here. This and that. Okay, so this is the back. Place it like this. Turn down. This is the next one. This is the back. Oh, and I don't want to sew on the fabric. I want to make sure that I want to stitch along the page to use the page as a guide for my pressure foot. It's going to be quite interesting for me to see how long it actually takes to sew these on, because I started with you here and on camera. Okay, so this is the page that opens up, and I want to stitch right along that crease mark. So I'm going to press it down again to give it the page a crease, and I'm just going to go a hair, actually just a hair at the crease line. I'm not going to sew on the crease line. I'm going to sew a hair over, just a hair over, so it folds nice. And when stitching on paper, my stitch length is the longest stitch length it can be. Because if you do it short, it'll just perforate your pages. I didn't know if you knew that or not. Okay, so I just flip this over, and look at how nice that is. You don't see the stitching line. It folds nicely, and the stitching line is on the inside. Okay, so I did both of those. Both of those are cut. This is the back. Remember, see how it's nice and reminds me that that's the back page. Because I'm OCD, they have to be a certain way for me, because I arrange them that way when I stitch them. Again, I don't want to stitch like this. I need a page edge to follow, so I just flip it. All the way down. Take that off. Cut I don't want that, so I want to go to use this page edge as a guide. I lift up that tab out of the way in case I accidentally stitch the lace tab closed, because knowing my luck, that could be possible. Stitch and oh, shoot-a-maroo. Okay, that's the back. Place everything on the back and fold over. And the next one. Way down. And this page is a pocket page. And I'm going to stick that bingo card. Inside. Here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Shoot. Okay, I think this is the back page. See, that's what I mean. I can't remember. Oh, darn it. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. Oh, shoot. I better do that first thing. Okay, here. Paper clip. This is my back page. Okay, and I don't want to stitch on that part. Perfect. Because I want to use the page edge as my guide for my script. Uh-oh, that's one. Don't I have a second one? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, and don't want to stitch like that. I want to stitch here. And I don't want to close this shut, so I'm going to open this page. And, whoa, ah. Okay, that's done. Oh, where's my other thread? Okay, this is the back. That closes there. This goes like that. This next page. Oh, I love this page. Okay, and I flipped it over. And there we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how other people film it. Some people have cameras. Well, God, if I have to figure out how to use a camera. I had one years ago and it was difficult, so I'm not going to start now. So I have an iPhone balanced on a plate on top of an oven mitt. The iPhone overheats since I changed the screen protector and the actual glass screen. Okay, this is the right side. Sorry, the back side. Back side, back side. See how, look at how that lays. I think that's so pretty. And we're just moseying along. And here's another one of those pages. Okay, Okay, so I'm going to open this up. You saw how I folded this down again to get the crease. And I am going to the center crease. My needle is just going to go not in the crease. It's going to go a hair over. Just a hair over. Cut off the top strings. And look at how nice that page folds. Very nice. So I don't want to sew on that. I want a line to follow. All the way down. Oh, look at this. Darn it. Oh, criminy. I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, boy. Maybe I didn't want two open ones, so maybe this is right. Okay. Two flips on the same size. Jesus. Why can't I remember to put that paper clip on? Because it helps me. Okay. Helps me know which is the back of the journal page. And this one. Okay, and I know I have to flip this open so I don't stitch on the lace tab. Okay, back. And oh, not too many pages left. 1 or 2 pages left. That is it. Oh, come on. Let's go here. Oh, and I can't sew that. There we go. Oh, so let's sew, well, it's going to say right down the center, but I don't know if I can. Of the thing. I'm just going to use the page edge. So Ashley's book, the February Edith Holden journal that this is, has a lot of stitching in it. Because Ashley wanted lots of stitching because she liked my treasure hunt of stitches book. But I'm not selling that book. It's for me. Because all the stitching involved, I can't do all that stitching and sell the books. Because they just are so time consuming. Okay, so we are giving her lots and lots of stitching in this book. Is this my last page? Oh, it is. This is my last page. So this last hinge page. So that's fantastic. And this is heavy watercolor paper and handmade paper. So when my needle is banging, I have a special needle in this sewing machine. It is a Teflon needle. I didn't know that they made Teflon needles. Teflon, as you know, does not stick to stuff, such as glue. So when I went to purchase this from a sewing machine center, and I brought in my cardboard and my envelopes and my watercolor paper, I told her I was buying this lovely Janome machine to strictly sew journals with. And so she suggested, and I said, I'm going to be sewing through glue. So she suggested Teflon needles, and that's the only needle I will ever use in my lifetime. Oh, shoot-a-maroo. I think this was the back page. Okay, so this, and This is the last page. Okay, now that's done. Okay, let's go back. I'm moving you. So hang tough. Shut off this lamp. Oh. Okay, you're back here now. Okay. How dry is this? I don't want to stick this in here. This isn't dry yet. I can't show you how to put these in here because I don't want to wreck this binding. This has to dry completely overnight, and I'm doing these videos back to back today, so I just did this one. So I have to end this video here, or can I do anything else? Oh, I can sew on the handles here, the one handle. So this, where's my elastic? Okay, I can put all of these away. I don't need this anymore. All right. Okay. So there's this. I have to sew a handle, a wrap. Oh, what's this? It's okay, Mila. No one's there. I thought it might be the mailman, but it's not. It's Saturday. Okay, so we have this, and I'm going to use this as my wrap. So when I do a wrap, that's the front. This is the back. So where's the center? I want to sew on this heavy fabric. If I just sew on this cheesecloth and the paper, it might rip. So let's go halfway. I will be making a square. So you saw how I went from the edge. This is centered, top to bottom. Where's my glue stick? And let's just fold it once, and then I go back flat like this. I'm going to make a little square with the sewing machine on that. Okay, so this can be sewn. I can show you how to do that. Move you again, sorry. But oh my gosh, come on. Uh-oh. My sewing machine is always left out because I find that if you have a machine and if you have to haul out that machine to use it, you are not going to use it. Whereas if it's out all the time, okay, so I'm just sewing a square, or sorry, a rectangle. Here. And this way. Okay, I just backstitched a little down there and I'm done. Okay, so that is finished. Started that one. Where's the other guy? Right here. see them? Can't see them. Okay, so I have to let this dry before I can show you how to insert this, because if I pull this, it won't be dry. I'm going to leave this. I think I'm going to leave it like a tent. Can I leave this like that? Oh, good. I can. Okay. All right. So that's all I'm going to show you today until I have to do the next video tomorrow. So this dries. So I will see you soon. Bye for now.